media is still criticizing the length of the former president's speech. Watch.
This came in over an hour and a half long. This was a Fidel Castro kind of experience.
There's energy down here now, but during that speech, there definitely were some folks dozing off. A few lawmakers snuck out early.
A lot of opinion, though, was shared last night about the RNC, including this gem from Joy Reid. Watch.
You've seen this kind of election before. You see the same thing in Hungary. Like the Orbanism of the party is, it's rooted in returning white Christian men, but also white men and white adjacent men, you know, black men, brown men who are like white adjacent in terms of trying to also be in that dominant position in society. And then you have women who are willing to go along with that, right? There are a certain number of women who are also willing, the trad wife sort of thing.
She even insinuated that this whole thing was staged, as if you could hire a 20-year-old kid to come within a millimeter of the president's brain in order to get a
Crime is out of control. The border is out of control. The price of food and gas and housing is out of control.
So I'm telling you, the default is truck bombs, poison Trump, shoot him if they can, and then separately stage terror attacks against the pre-programming's there. It's black people. They're going to hit black people with massive terror attacks. I mean, we may have hundreds dead at a church, hundreds dead at a college, and they're going to say a Trump supporter did it. Now, that's their next move. Do they got the guts to pull it?
I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. But I'm not. And I'll tell you, I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God. Happening on our border, and they're being built by China to make cars and to sell them into our country. No tax, no anything. The United Auto Workers ought to be ashamed for allowing this to happen, and the leader of the United Auto Workers should be fired immediately, and every single auto worker, union and non-union, should be voting for Donald Trump, because we're going to bring back car manufacturing, and we're going to bring it back fast. They're building some of the largest auto plants anywhere in the world. Think of it, in the world. And we're going to bring it back. We're going to make them. We don't mind that happening, but those plants are going to be built in the United States, and our people are going to man those plants.
The thing that I saw him do was this. So I saw him make a post on X, right? And this is going to go through that for you guys. Andrew Soros, son of far-left businessman George Soros, shared on his X profile a post from the far-left group The Atlantic showing a bullet hole and 6 bills totaling $47. The amount is both interesting and shocking since it coincides with the number of the next president of the United States. The polls predict that person will be Donald Trump. So here's that post. Okay, here's that post. Last year, the crime and inflation crisis largely evaporated. So did the leading theories about what had caused them. Bullet hole, $47. Now, I don't want to get into the more extreme level of assumptions, and I guess some people would call them conspiracy theories about groups that this guy is 100% a part of, and which deities they potentially would be worshiping if they did do that. But one thing that they seem to do very consistently is if they're going to do something real bad, something real bad on a global scale, they seem to like to put images out that foretell that. Like, hey, so who is going to most likely have been involved? If you start looking under the covers, you look for the money. You follow the money. Follow the money, dude, right? Because a Texas-based investment company, Austin Private Wealth, has come under scrutiny for a filing made just before the failed assassination attempt on U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump. Company has vehemently denied accusations of attempting to short 12 million shares of Trump Media and Technology Group, attributing the incident to a clerical error. Okay. So if you don't know what short selling is, it is, I mean, we don't even need to get into the mechanics of it. Bottom line, if the stock goes down, they make money. And you can make a fortune short selling. A fortune. And you can also get cracked enormous. You can get murked short selling if you're wrong. Okay. The day before the incident, APW filed for a put option on 12 million shares of TMTG with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which appeared to be a bet on the company's value plummeting if Trump were killed. Okay, that's 100% exactly what would have happened. They would have made so much money, it would have been unbelievable. Investment firm that allegedly put options on 12 million Trump stocks the day before assassination attempt blames filing error. Rothschilds, BlackRock, Vanguard, Meta, George Bush, and Cheney family among the top investors. Weird. So is that, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys do with that? So the group of the people who are absolutely most likely to be in the know of something that was forthcoming are the top investors in this fund that happen to have bought the biggest put option bet probably ever on Trump stock the day before this happened. But real quick before we do, just one last parting gift to you guys. So check this out. To make things even more interesting, source tipped this gentleman, Champagne Joshi, off to the fact that on Bloomberg, at first, during the day, there is Austin Private Wealth LLC and that huge, enormous trade. And then fast forward to after, oopsie, got his ear, not his brain. They're gone. It's amazing. Look at it. They're gone. They're gone. Just like that. And take a look at this, dude. Video of someone on top of the water tower. Imagine that. Let's watch this real quick.
Okay, water towers.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
No shots.
So that's what we.
So, yeah. That on his account. He's a data analyst and former intelligence, whatever. So, confirming the three individuals, the shooter, quote unquote, Patsy, was communicating with via text using one of his two devices, were not only in the crowd, but appeared to be in the bleachers behind Donald Trump. AT&T corrupted, deleted, and then restored the corrupt data of these contacts approximately 30 minutes before the FBI accessed the data. Like January 6th pipe bomber was AT&T directed by the DIA. I actually don't even know what DIA is. I'm embarrassed. FYI, and any reference to offshore encrypted accounts are likely a diversion and an attempt to manufacture motive and evidence.
Quite unfazed.
Cool.
Watch this, dude. Watch. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this.
If you want to
puts the sign up.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
Shots go off.
She's completely normal. And then watch.
And then she's got her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out.
And she's filming.
And she's just like right there.
And there's this.
What is she looking at? Right? Watch her. Okay? She goes like this. Where did the shots come from again? That direction. Right? So she goes like this. She realizes she might be in the shot. So she goes like this and then puts the sign up. Right? Because she's like, well, I need to be slick about this. I don't want to be looking directly at the shooter before he shoots. And then when he shoots, watch what everyone else does and look at her. I'm not talking about her popping up with her phone to make sure they get the best possible footage of a dead, like in her, like dead Trump, so she can put it out on social media and be like, here's your guy, dead. Dead to dead, dead, dead. Man, I hate these people. But,
And there's this clip of a Secret Service agent talking on his headset while they are escorting Trump into a vehicle. The guy then points his gun at Trump for a moment, and then he puts it down.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Breaking news. The woman in this video behind Donald Trump, where many viewers accused her of giving the shooter instructions, has allegedly been identified as FBI Assistant Director Janine DiGuiseppe. This is still a developing story. Okay, let me pull that up just a little bit more for you. Assistant Director of the FBI is who they're reporting that is. Check this out, all right? So yesterday, in case you guys were unaware, like the entire American airline system got shut down in the afternoon. In the afternoon, not in the morning, in the afternoon. Why is that relevant? Well, it's relevant because if you don't recall, last night Donald Trump was going to give his big, his big speech at the RNC. I have no idea when or where he was flying into or what was going on. But what I do know is that the World Economic Forum and all these global elites have been talking about cyber attack, cyber attack, cyber attack, cyber attack, cyber attack, cyber attack, cyber attack. And I think it's important that we start thinking very clearly about what comes next. Because if people think that just because now Trump has absolutely blind support from the country, that means these guys are going to tap out, then you do not understand these people at all. That is not going to happen. So they are going to kick it up big. I would anticipate they are going to try really hard to knock him off, and this time they'll go, natural causes.
Video obtained by ABC station WTAE appearing to show the alleged gunman Thomas Crooks walking the perimeter of the rally about 1 hour before the former president was shot. And tonight, the FBI briefing lawmakers, and a disturbing timeline has now emerged. The gunman was actually identified as a person of interest 62 minutes before the first shots were fired. He approached security, but when he saw the magnetometers, he apparently backed away. And the Secret Service saw him on that roof a full 20 minutes before he fired at the former president. So what's going on here?
Now the deep state set this up, brought in the shooter, protected him, put him up there. That's all 100% fact. Don't be naive. People debate that stuff all day. The default is put people on rooftops within a half mile. This is 450 feet away. This is preposterous. This was the default set position. This is like putting salt water in your gas tank, or not putting gas in your car. You have a newborn baby, you throw it in the pool. It's not a mistake. It's done on purpose. The low-level Secret Service, is not their fault. They followed orders. No one is on 4 rooftops 450 feet away.
Who is giving that order? Who is telling them don't be on the rooftops, do you think? If you had to guess.
We know that,
right.
We know.
Okay.
That is the senior advanced team of the Secret Service.